How's it going, guys? I just got back from school, so I'm a little tired. I saw Shane came out with a new conspiracy theory. Guys, get used to this, that I will be, I think, reacting to every single one he puts out. But anyways, I'm excited for this one because it's about pop culture, in which I saw the thumbnail and it has Larry Styleson on it, and I know that whole conspiracy thing because I am a directioner, and yeah, pretty much. So let's get into the video.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, today we're going to be doing more conspiracy theories. Today's are kind of all over the place. I'm just warning you. We're going to be talking about cartoons, we're going to be talking about the devil, and we're going to be talking about One Direction. I know. And because so many of you guys have wanted me to talk about this, we are finally going to talk about Larry Styleson. And we've talked about cartoon conspiracy theories before, and they are very creepy. I mean, a while back we talked about how the Smurfs is actually about Hitler and Nazi
that one
Germany.
is a little
we talked
too.
about how all the characters in Winnie the Pooh
what's the
are
word?
actually different mental disorders.
Similar.
For example, Winnie the
I don't
Pooh
like that
has
one. I don't like
OCD
that one.
because he's obsessed with honey and he's obsessed with counting. Piglet obviously has anxiety disorder. Tigger has ADD. Rabbit also has OCD. He's obsessed with keeping everything clean and in order. Eeyore obviously
These are,
suffers from very
accurate.
severe depression. And Christopher Robin is
But
completely
the
schizophrenic,
the
which is why
Smurfs
he
one
thinks
is a
all of
little
his animals
too.
But this next
A
cartoon
little
has
too
even creepier.
similar
And
to
that's the
that,
theory
to
that the
be
Care
honest. And
Bears
it's like
are
super
actually
creepy.
symbols of voodoo
Hair
gods.
messed
So for
up.
those of you who don't really know what voodoo is, it is an old religion that is somewhat satanic. It deals with black magic, there's sacrifices, and of course voodoo dolls where you can stab into a doll and make people feel pain. It's a pretty dark religion. Well, in voodoo, there's different spirits that resemble different parts of life. Those are called Loa, and supposedly
didn't know
each
about
Care
this,
Bear
so.
represents a different spirit. So first, let's talk about the name Care Bears. So Care Bear is very similar to Care Fours, and Care Fours is actually an area in the world that people say is the heart
sorry, I need to
of the
cut
voodoo
my.
religion. Now, the Care Bears live in the clouds, which is technically where spirits would live. So now let's talk about the symbols on the Care Bears' stomachs. Now, theorists think that Lava Lot Bear is supposed to represent goddess Erzuli. Now, Erzuli is often associated with the color pink, which is the color of the bear, and Erzuli was the goddess of love and motherhood, the two hearts. Next, we have the Friend Bear. Now, Friend Bear has two flowers that are crossing on his stomach. Now, there's a voodoo god named whose symbol is two roses crossing. And people also don't say the name out loud. Instead, they call him Friend. That one actually creeps me out a little bit. Now, there's a Cheer Bear who has a rainbow on his
no,
stomach.
I
Now, the
would
voodoo
never
god
say it.
Damballa is
I don't
also
care,
symbolized
bruh.
by a rainbow. Then you have Grumpy Bear, who has a symbol of a raining cloud on his stomach. Now, there's a voodoo god named Captain Ogu, and he's very angry, and he has a ship. Now, his
Like,
ship
look, I believe in
is
a lot
just
of
like the
stuff,
cloud
so,
on
like,
your stomach. Now let's talk about the way that the Care Bears travel around. They travel around in a magic ship. Now, a lot of theorists said, hey, a lot of the first practicers of voodoo actually came here on ships because they were slaves. Now, who knows? This could all be bullshit and it could all be coincidences. But one creepy thing is a lot of the creators of the Care Bears have died in very bizarre, mysterious ways. One of the animators, Leston Myers, disappeared. He left a note behind saying that he was going to find out the truth about where the Care Bears came from.
So he'll be
His final credit
dying
card bill
of,
showed that he had purchased a
like,
flight
anyone like associated with any kind of thing like that, voodoo and stuff.
I don't know. To
they
me,
be
that
like
sounds
disappearing.
very
And that
fucking
stuff is
creepy.
creepy.
And
Like, and I don't think it's a
wanna say anything,
coincidence,
I'm
like,
terrified, but all I'm
that
gonna say
they,
is,
like,
I'll trust
were
those
into
bears.
voodoo
Alright,
or
here we
whatever,
go.
or
I'm
trying to
going to
figure
talk
something
about
out
it. You
about
guys have
voodoo,
wanted me to
and they
talk
end up
about this.
disappearing. That
That's
I
how
don't
we
think
do
that's a
it.
coincidence.
And that's the
I think
theory
it's because of
Larry Styleson. So pretty much
I don't
since the
know.
beginning
Okay.
of One Direction, there has been a theory that Harry is actually dating Louis. And theorists have a lot of evidence to back this up. Here is just a few pieces.
There's a lot of evidence, especially
Number
their
one,
tattoos.
the amount
They
of
match.
times that they have either almost kissed or pretended to kiss or bit each other are insane. Here's just a few clips.
Yeah, they do that a lot. Like, sometimes I think at one time I'll be like, oh, like, they like really like each other, but at the other time I'm like, maybe they're just being
I mean,
like
I don't know, they could
friendly,
just be
like,
having fun
oh,
and being goofy,
you
but
know
a lot
how
of
boys
times,
act.
like, almost kiss somebody and there's no feelings there. I don't know. Number two, they were the only two people in the group to
Because
actually
especially
live
boys on
together.
YouTube,
And
they like
were
to
pretty
do
open
that
about
and
it.
stuff
Just
like
look at this
that,
clip where
like,
Harry said
to
he
make the
wouldn't want to work
fangirls,
with
you know,
anybody else.
happy.
You live with Louis,
I don't know.
is that correct? Alright, he's not here, so he can give us the dirt. Is he the messiest?
Yes.
Does he do the washing up?
Never.
Does he make his bed?
No. Never.
No, hopeless flatmates. Would you rather be with one of these guys?
No.
No?
Now, supposedly
He said
they said
nope.
they don't live together anymore, but
No.
there have been a few slip-ups where they've accidentally said they are.
What is your current favourite TV show?
When we're home, so when we're working in London, we don't
You live together, so all of you?
we live beside each other and then
Okay.
we just kind of branched out.
So do you even live?
So just there, you saw they said, oh, when we were at home, or we have too many in our house. I mean, obviously they're living together. Now, Louis has a story he tells about the first meal he ever cooked for a girlfriend. And it's some kind of chicken mozzarella dish. And supposedly he says he's only cooked once in his whole life, and it was for a romantic occasion. And then this picture came out. Harry Styles took a picture of him cooking a romantic dinner. They've also shared a lot of innuendos on stage or in interviews. Just look at
I
this
don't know
where they
about
joke
that one. Maybe he
eating
was
her head.
there when he was making it, but then the girl came over later.
Now this next one involves
And I heard about that one.
in sign
with
language doing this
the blowjob
in
thing. I was
sweetheart
like,
to make love, and they've been caught doing that.
but at the
to
same
each other.
time, they could be joking around. I don't know. I don't know.
Make you mine. I don't care what it takes.
Aw, that's a little song.
I'm fearless with my heart. I'll take it any place.
That one actually was kind of cute. I like that.
I
Now, next we're
know,
gonna
it's
talk
so
about their tattoos.
cute.
Now on Harry's wrist, he got a tattoo that says "I can't change," which is a reference to something a lot of people in the LGBT community say. A few months later, Louis got a tattoo on the same wrist with little quotation marks. And when you put those together, it's a quote. Then Harry got a tattoo of a ship, and then shortly after, Louis got a tattoo of a compass.
The ship
Then
and
Harry
the
got a tattoo
compass,
of a
you
ship
know,
anchor, and Louis
that
got a tattoo
and the
of a
ropes.
ship rope. Harry got a heart tattoo, and Louis got an anchor. Harry got a rose tattoo, and Louis got a dagger. And then Harry got a tattoo right here of a butterfly, and then Louis got a tattoo saying, "It is what it is" on his chest. Now that might sound like it doesn't mean anything, but a picture was taken of the tattoo artist's sketches, and on his sketches was the butterfly, and right above it, it said, "It is what it is." Now a couple other things is that Harry is very open
I don't
about the fact
think
that he
that
doesn't
those
like
are
gender
together
roles,
though,
he
because there's
doesn't
a
like
bunch of them
labels
on one
things, he's
paper.
very supportive
So
of the
I don't
gay
think
community.
those
He
two
even will
were
take rainbow
matching,
flags and
though.
wear them on stage and dance around in them. But all that could just mean he's very supportive of the community. Or it
Yeah.
could mean that he is part of
I
it. And
really
the last
don't
little piece
know.
Of evidence is from our very
He's the
own
only one that
segment
knows.
When they revealed on their channel that Harry and Louis are actually together. The whole rumor forever is that two of the guys are together.
I think there may have been a romance.
You think it happened?
I do. There was a romance.
I think
So
there
there you
may
guys
have been
go.
a
We finally
romance
talked
to it,
about
especially
it.
in the
Honestly,
beginning, because they were so close. Like,
Our
I
last theory
think
is
that's
pretty
what happened,
dark,
that they
suicides.
like were
That triggered
really
you
in a
to
romantic
think
relationship,
about this
but then
And that is
the
about the death
management was
of
like,
Kurt Cobain.
y'all,
If you guys don't know,
and no
Kurt
one could
Cobain
know
was a
about
part of
this.
the
So
band.
like, that's when they kind of started
I grew up
separating.
with their music.
As you see now, they're not as
And then on
close.
April 8th of 1994,
So that's what I
Kurt
think. That's my
Cobain
personal
He
opinion.
was found dead by a gunshot wound to the head and had the gun next to him. Well, not soon after he was announced dead, people started to wonder, did he really kill himself? I mean, why would he kill himself? He was at the height of his career. And that's when the theories started flowing. And one theory
Personally,
is that his wife
I don't
at the time,
know.
Courtney Love, might have been behind his
Like,
A man named Tom Grant, who used to be part of the LA County Sheriff Department,
I don't know
has
nothing
come
about
out to
his
talk about
death.
some of the things that he learned during the investigation. He learned
Like, I'm
that
not
before
sure
Kurt
about
died,
anything about
him
his
and
death.
Courtney were going to get a divorce, and that Kurt was going to leave. And supposedly,
I didn't know they were gonna get a divorce.
And that made him very angry. He also interviewed a bunch of Kurt's friends, and they all said the same thing. He was not suicidal. He never talked about being depressed, and that they do not believe that he really did kill himself. They also found that his body had 3 huge doses of heroin in it when they found him dead. And that means that he would have done it to himself because he was all alone. And supposedly they said with the amount of heroin that was in his system, the fact that he could have written a suicide note and got a gun and actually shot himself in the head is kind of impossible. Because he would have been so drugged up out of his mind
Yeah.
that he would literally do anything. Also, he noticed
Yeah, I
a few
don't
things
think
about
he'll
the
be able to
suicide
kill
note
himself
that
and
he said.
write that note and all
At the
that.
bottom of the note it says, "For Frances, for her life which will be so much happier without me." Now if you look at the note, that sentence looks completely different from the rest of the note. And a lab tested the note and actually noticed that that was written later. And if you read the note without that part, it just sounds like a letter that he would have written if he was leaving Nirvana and wanted to tell the fans like, "Hey guys, I'm quitting music, I think I don't want to do this anymore." The only thing that really implies that he
True,
wants to kill
true.
himself is that one line that was added later. So the theory is that he
That's
wrote that
true, that's
note
really
saying
true.
that he wanted to leave Nirvana, he wanted to leave his wife, he just wanted to leave everything. And then supposedly his wife got mad and had him murdered. And then they added on to the note to make it look like a suicide note. Now just to add to that theory, there was a documentary made about this entire thing. And in it there was a man interviewed named El Duce. And El Duce claims that Courtney Love, Kurt Cobain's wife, tried to hire him to kill Kurt. Check it out.
You did some deal with Courtney, right?
Yeah.
She offered me 50 grand to whack Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I was telling you this.
She what? 50 grand to whack Kurt Cobain.
Now this is the even creepier. Just 2 days after that interview, El Duce died. And he didn't just die a normal death. He was hit and run over by a train. Not only that, there were no witnesses. I don't know, to me that sounds very shady.
That ain't no coincidence. You can't tell me that that's a coincidence.
Well, Courtney Love
that
has been
ain't
very
a
outspoken
coincidence.
about the fact that she would never have had him killed, that she loved him. She's talked
You know
about it
what I
in
mean?
many interviews. Check it out.
Do you blame yourself?
No way.
I mean, I know that there are fans of his who blame you.
I do.
What could you have done different? And what do you blame yourself for?
About 8,000 things. About 8,000 million things.
Could you have stopped it?
Yes.
Could you have stopped it permanently?
No, but I could have been diligent.
So I don't know. I mean, listen, do I think she had him killed? No, I do not think that. Do
No, I don't
there's
think
more
she had
to
him
the
killed,
story?
but I think there's a little
that he
more
really
to
just
it.
took the gun and killed himself? I don't think so. I think there's more. But I guess
See?
there's more.
Yeah, I think. Okay, guys, that was the video, and I did learn some new stuff today. I learned stuff about voodoo. I knew everything about One Direction. I knew all that, but I learned about the Kurt Cobain because I haven't exactly seen the note, and like, you know, I can't. I don't know. It's confusing, but I did think there's a little more to his death than him just committing suicide. I don't know. I don't know. And no disrespect, by the way, to anybody. But anyways, like and subscribe down below for more videos. And please share my videos with anyone you want. It doesn't matter. And suggest videos down below if you want. Because really right now what I'm doing is I'm just reacting to videos that like I usually watch. So, anyways, yeah, if you want to suggest videos to me, put them down below in the comments. You can leave comments of anything. So yeah, and subscribe, tell others to subscribe, and you know I'm trying to build this channel up, you know. And also my Instagram and Twitter is on my on my channel. Yeah, I hope you know where to find it. But anyways, yeah. So that's it. And the original video will be down below. And yeah, bye.